Hi Sagis, how are you guys doing? Welcome to Sagittarius Tarot and your daily oracle reading. I am adopting a new format for the daily oracle readings thanks to this digital screen in order for you to be able to have visual support of what I'm talking about digitally, as opposed to before we were going at it a little bit analog for these type of readings. The other type of readings, whether they're the timeless, monthly, weekly, all of that, they remain the same format. All right, let's dive in. So today we are the 19th December 2023. And so let us calculate the numbers of this date: 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 9 plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 3. What do we get? We get number 20. And number 20 is a combination of a 2 and a 0. The 2 is all about partnerships and relationships and teaming up with someone, and the 0 is all about the fool's journey, or the ultimate beginning, the absolute beginning of everything. So that's why when we combine 2 and 0 to get 20, we are talking about an energy of embracing change for the day. Okay, so this is all about embracing change. Okay, very, very, very nice. I love it. Well, how can you embrace change? Well, this can be talking about change in your lifestyle. This can be talking about change in your habits, change in your routines. You know, how you go about your day, how you organize your stuff, how you manage your time, probably, because time management really, or the way you go about things, can really alter the course of your life every time you embrace changes when it comes to that. So that is already a very beautiful energy for the day. Now, let me show you the card that is embracing today's energy. And so this card is called Ta'om the Poet, okay? And it is number 29. So let us go to the numbers and see number 29, all right? What does it mean? Now, number 29, we have the 2, like we talked about. So it's the relationship, it's the partnership, it's teaming up, it is all that. And then we have number 9, which is your number, which is expansion, and which is the universe and the mystery of the universe and philosophy and learning and all that. And that is why 29 holds the energy of alignment, right? Because it is your relationship, number 2, between you and the universe. And it's number 9, which is the universe and, you know, the higher octave of deeper learning and all that. And so that means that 29 really is here to tell you that your life is currently in alignment. And that is a very, very beautiful message, because that means that combined with the number 20 that we got before, that was all about embracing change. That means embracing change right now is part of your alignment, is part of your plan, is part of what you ought to be doing. Now, let us calculate 20 and 29, right? 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 9. What do we get? We get 20 plus 29, 49, okay? And 49 is a number of 4 and the 9. 9, we already discussed it. We were talking about the higher octave, the deeper learning, the philosophy and all that. And 4 is like your soul, your core, right? And so what does that mean? If we combine these two for today's reading, the 4 and the 9, this would be talking about the energy of focus, because you really need to be focused in order to embrace higher learning or philosophical notions or that deep learning stuff. And so that's why number 49 talks about not not only focused, but also like being, you know, in flow, you know, like in the zone whenever you really, you know how like sometimes you're just like doing something and you don't even notice the time flying. You are so inside, like what you're doing, like so consumed by it, passionate about it, that you don't even notice time running away. And it's that state of mind, that focus, that type of focus. Very, very nice. Now, let us go further and calculate 4 plus 9. It will be number 13. And number 13 is, as much as it's infamous or had a bad rep, I love number 13 because actually it is really a powerful omen of so many things. And noticeably, it is like a powerful omen of new beginnings in this case, because 1 is really like the individuality, launching something, the identity, the me, the image and all that. And 3, right? 1 is the me. And 3 is the byproduct of the 1 and 2. Because when you have a partnership, you create something. It's a baby, a business project, a passion, or whatever. Comes a fruit, right, of the labor, of the union. And that's why really 13, whenever you do see it or whenever we do calculate it and stumble upon it, it is a powerful omen of new beginnings. Very nice. So before we continue further, let us just like recap a little bit. So today is about embracing change, and embracing change is what you ought to be doing. Like this is how you are currently in alignment, because you are supposed to embrace change. And this is even more enhanced by your ability to focus and be in flow in order to instigate with the universe this new beginning. And now you're gonna get like a powerful omen for that. Like something's gonna happen that's gonna show you that you're on the right track. And so let us see what is the outcome of all that. 1 plus 3 equals 4. And 4 is the number of core, soul, home, and really like who you really truly are on a deep inside level. And when we're getting to number 4 with all of that, with the powerful omen of new beginnings, with your ability to focus and you being currently in alignment to embrace change, that can only mean that somehow you are driven by a dissatisfaction with like a status quo, right? That is unsustainable. Like maybe it's your like the number of hours that you're putting at work. Maybe it's holding many jobs to get an income. Maybe it's juggling many relationships. Maybe it is juggling between like romantic, friendship, business relationship. Maybe this is playing and like putting many hats and many roles. This can be so many things. Maybe it is also, let's say, like your routine, like I said at the beginning, or your time management, or how you go about your day, or your priorities and all that. Something about that status quo is unsustainable. And so you already know that this has to go, this has to stop. It is time to like reinvent that status, right? Reinvent that self, reinvent that dynamism. And so you see that this satisfaction here is a positive feeling, because it is allowing you to, and it's the drive, the fuel to go through that new beginning, to have the focus, because you're reminded that this is not sustainable. I need to find something better that fits today's my life today, because it does not, you know, my life today is not my life yesterday. And so that's very, very, very nice. I like this a lot. All right. Now, you're going to have to repeat with me 3 times the huge. We're not changing that. The affirmation of the day. And so here it is. And it is, I need to speak up. I need to speak up. I need to speak up. And notice that I told you, like, you're gonna have to repeat with me. Like, there's like this assertiveness today. There's that oomph, there's that like energy to speak up, to talk about change, to say whatever you need to say, whether this is to yourself or whether this is your dialogue with God or the universe, or whether this is with a partnership or relationship. You have to speak your piece today. Speak up. I like this so much. And so with this, we have the card of Taom, the poet. And this is an energy that is a little bit sort of like, okay, let me give you some background about this and then like you'll see how it all fits. So whatever this fairy is, Taom or whatever, this talks about like, you know, trickery or wearing masks, or sometimes, you know, laughing and doing things when, let's say, you're like, you have some deep dissatisfaction inside, or sadness or whatever, or being able to change your body language or expression to either people please or to confuse people, whatever, right? Like, so that is that type of energy. Like, this is what this card is talking about. And you know, how it fits with today's reading is that this whole play, this whole shifting masks, this whole masquerade, that's this whole game or illusion or whatever that is, this is no longer sustainable, or you know that it's unsustainable, like in the near future. Like, you can still put it off a couple of times maybe, but you know, like, this is not something that you're capable of, like wearing so many hats or changing so many masks or bending whatever to please people or to not hurt them, or, you know, sometimes maybe playing small in order not to hurt someone who's going through a failure. Maybe you're having a huge success, or I don't know, this can play out in so many ways. And this is what this is saying is that really, you know that you cannot continue doing this, you know, for a long time. And that's why it is time to speak up, right? Speak up. Speak up. And, you know, you're not gonna be shifting all these masks. It's a lot of work. And also it sort of feels, because what this is like cool about this card too is like the expression. Like, you can feel that the expression is giving you as if there's a sad energy or something like that. But at the same time, I don't know if you can feel it, there's an energy that emanates from this card that talks about trickery. Like, it doesn't really strike you as authentic. And so that is the sort of energy. So this is like just to, you know, mirror or project how we humans like have all these masks that we put on, or sometimes, you know, like you can use sometimes tact or diplomacy or charm or people pleasing, and sometimes in extreme cases like emotional manipulation, whatever. Like, there's all these collection of skills and talents and things that we can do with our face, with our body language, with our conversations, with everything. And sometimes they do play a role, an important role in our life. We cannot be blunt 24/7. And, you know, Sagis sometimes are very blunt, but you do hold that charisma, that diplomacy, that je ne sais pas quoi, that savoir-faire. And so today's energy is talking about like whatever this you've been doing is no longer has a place in your life. Also, this talks about because of this deep need to embrace change and that your life is currently in alignment and you're focusing on that new beginning. This is saying that you're really also preparing to probably maybe put on, you know, like a new mask, or really you're probably like no longer feel the need to look sad when you don't feel it, right? Like, I think this is a time where you're gonna be embracing fully yourself. Like, even if around you, maybe people are going through a rough patch, you're gonna be compassionate and everything, but you're gonna stop playing small. You're gonna stop apologizing for your success, for your beauty, for your skills, for your brains, for your big heart, for your deep sense of adventure, for where you are in your life, for your priorities, for all of that. So I'm thinking the mask of like, ooh, I'm sad, because it's very safe sometimes to play victim. It's very safe sometimes to, to avoid conflicts or whatever it is, right? By playing like, ooh, I'm a little bit sad, like sort of divert attention when really you're actually like twerking. And yeah, so I'm thinking like you are embracing more your true self. I like it a lot. I like this a lot. I like this a lot. Very, very nice. And so let us read this quote that I chose for you today and see how it fits. It's from Coco Chanel, and it says, the best things in life are free. The second best things are very, very expensive. I love this quote. And so this is talking about, again, right, that dual energy, that trickery. You can tell already from this quote, because this is talking about free and very expensive things and things. And so it is true that the best things in life are free, right? If you're talking unconditional love, if you're talking a lot of these values or emotions or whatever, but the second best things are very, very expensive, which is the comfort of today's modern world, whether it's home, luxury, beauty, all of that, right? It costs, it's expensive, it needs maintenance, it needs purchase power, it needs all that. So there's always like, the physical, the pentacle aspect of life, and then there's the cups life. So as much as the cups, which are the best things in life, are free, but the second best things in life, pentacles, are very, very expensive. And so really this fits very much with today's reading, because well, let's say if you love these second best things, you're gonna stop apologizing for it or trying to hide it as if, ooh, like, I just love free things, I'm just all about love. Right? You want like nice clothes, nice homes, nice things, nice trips, nice experiences, nice whatever. Also, if it's vice versa, like if you're all about that, and maybe you like to portray that image that you're, this high maintenance diva, luxury, whatever, and maybe you don't like to talk about the feelings or the love because you think it's a weakness or whatever, and so you don't project it to people, whatever. The same, you're gonna be like, oh no, fuck it, I'm going to be, speaking up my mind. I'm going to say that, let's say, today I'm needy, or today I'm weak, or today I'm vulnerable, or today I need love, or today I want to give love, or today you get the gist of all this. And so yeah, it is time to speak up as things are. Look at Coco Chanel, she said it, right? A lot of people, a lot of times this quote gets, you see here, I'm gonna also talk about like, the illusion and the trickery and things like that. A lot of times if you research this quote, there is this specific omission that people like to put it because emotions like sell more. So what people do is like, if you look online, you find it a lot that it stops like this. Like they don't continue the whole quote. It'll be like, oh, the best things in life are free. Like this is when people like have issues, let's say with money, or they have insecurities or fears or whatever it is. And so they try to play this goody two-shoe, saint dripping oil type of energy, as if they're so ethereal, like that they don't actually need, like if you hear the dialogue, you think like Like this person like doesn't eat and doesn't have bills and doesn't like, do they live in like another dimension? Because as far as I know, they're like human, like me and you. And so there's that dialogue. And usually, by the way, like mostly people like that are, you know, have a toxic relationship with money, and they're like very greedy, and they're very like, I don't know, they're like money controls them. They don't control it. So anyhow, but not to go far off the topic. And so you see how like that is advertised, but today is about speaking up. Today is like talking the whole truth, because the whole truth of this code is the best things in life are free, but the second best things are very, very expensive. And that's the reality, right? And so, yeah, that is amazing. I love this. You need to speak up. I'm speaking up. Let us speak up. I hope you loved this new format. Everything that's, you know, going on in these readings is still the same. If you're wondering how usually I pick the quotes or I pick the card and everything, I actually, you know, before I videotape this, I'll like shoot with my smartphone. Before I do this, usually I, you know, pick them just like whenever you shuffle cards, like randomly. So I shuffle and I pick the random daily oracle card. I have a huge collection of more than 3,000 cards, and so really, like, this is why I feel like every time I pick one, like, it's really it sort of resonates. Like, I have a huge collection, and so the fact that you got this card in particular whenever I'm shuffling and randomizing things digitally, it's amazing. And also the quotes as well. I have this huge library that I created over the years, and so every time you get a quote as well. So both of these are random. It's definitely like the other readings, it's just digitally. So I do that. I prepare just the numbers for you to be able to see, and yeah, I hope you like this new format, because we are like, you know, this is the last year of Pluto in Capricorn. There's going to be like retrogrades in and out, but then like 2025, it'll be full on Aquarius. So I'm like in that age of Aquarius energy already. Technology, baby. Anyhow, YouTube is technology. So yeah. I love this reading. Sorry for the rant. Also, I decided to add like just a tiny, what do you call it? Like tarot section to this, just to see what this has to tell us. And so let's see. Yeah, this is that dissatisfaction that I was telling you about, right? Like, you are dissatisfied. That status quo is no longer sustainable. You are no longer feeling, you know, like so fulfilled emotionally with whatever you're doing and handling all that. And then suddenly all these like rocky waves of emotions are like actually, you know, controlling you now. And then you feel like, no, I need to embrace change. I need to change something. My life needs to be in, you know, like have a new beginning. And I'm already focused, and, you know, I'm already in alignment, and I'm speaking up, right? And so let's see what else you get. See, yeah, Temperance reverse. This is you in reverse, because the Temperance is also number 14. 4 + 1 = 5. Creative energy, temperance, balance, alignment. And so you really have gone extreme with this card, a little bit in, you know, shape-shifting and doing so many things. And, you know, you like that ran its course. That really ran its course. So it is time for that new beginning. Very nice. And so we have, I'm going to be pulling like 5 cards since we chose like 5 numbers. You have the Queen of Wands, which is talking about reclaiming, you know, this is your focus. This is your reclaiming your fire energy, embracing that energy of the Queen of Wands. And with the cat here, you gotta speak up, your truth. Very fiery energy. Yeah, whatever that is, you are over crying over spilled milk, you are over the losses, you are over this block. By the way, this is a 5, this is a 5, 5 and 5 is 10, right? Because 14 is 5, and this is 5, 5 and 5 equals 10, 10 is the new beginning. So you are over whatever phase that was, you are overplaying, because this is when you're actually sad, right? And this is playing sad. Sometimes even you don't play it like intentionally, you're so used to it, it feels so comfortable to be, you know, sad or grieving or depressed or whatever. And then, you know, sometimes like it starts genuine, but sometimes you just fall into a pattern, and then you need to really like bitch slap yourself like a couple of times and be like, the hell, right? Like, why am I like this? And then guess what? Suddenly you're like out there, you're like out of that funk. And so no more of that, right? No more of that. See, the cards really like match whatever energy we have here. And so the last card would be, let us see the last card, what it would be. King of Swords, speaking up, come on. How beautiful, right? How beautiful, how beautiful, how beautiful, how beautiful. King, speak up, 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 speak up. This is the sword of truth. Whether it cuts, whether it's blunt, this is it. This is the time for it. And one last card for y'all. Yeah. This is the time to work all the kinks that are left, that is needed, speaking up, right? And focusing and continuing being in alignment and embracing that change. And soon, once all of that is done and once you speak up, you'll be able to leave that old way of doing things and embrace your truth. I love it. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching till the end. Thank you for liking my videos. It shows me that you appreciate my content. Thank you for your comments, whether they're appreciation comments or whether they are comments of you sharing your experiences. They help me bond with you. Thank you for sharing my videos by clicking the share button. Thank you for everyone who already subscribed. You give me life. If you didn't subscribe yet and you're watching this video, I really appreciate it if you do. It's your biggest emotional support for me. So yeah, stay blessed, aligned, and connected. I love you, Saggies. No more of that.